Kia ora, hello. Welcome to poem number 5. Number 5 is not about talking about the impacts of foster care. It's not talking about what happened in foster care. It talks about bringing a solution to foster care. So this poem is labelled Foster Care and I Have the Answer, and is really directed to the government and falls under the umbrella of care and protection. Here we go. I have the answer to help people like me. It needs unpacking, now come and see. My 18 years in care, with over 30 foster homes, has shown me light with great insight. This gives me the ticket to speak this way. Government, focus on what I need to say. There was once a time government owned their own foster homes. Then they were sold, a move that was bold. They made hundreds of thousands of selling these homes and then shifted the responsibility to private trust homes. When I was shifted into these trusts, the problem quite often is they went bust. They went bust so often and created a rhythm because they did not have a design structured system. Since the system put their faith in trusts, it meant for me the government started to rust. As most trusts that I was placed in had their own social workers operating system. Now the government had let this responsibility go, which meant my state care social worker displaced me to go. The only time I saw my government social worker is when the placement broke down. They would often just look at me and frown. The answer I have comes in two ways. The first is to create another pathway. Buy the homes back. It's time to backtrack. Put the system in and keep it within. Apply the same system across all government homes. Have people like me to audit the homes. The difference now to way back then, that this will work in multiple of tens, is that today we have more understanding. We learn from our mistakes to create a better landing. This understanding is a range of things that have their own sound and multiple of rings. By buying the homes we once have back is to first get caregivers with a healthy background track. Make the home feel normal and warm. Do not place a system that's designed to be torn. Get the caregivers educated about us. Then they will know how to deal with the fuss. Teach real theories and frameworks to use so that they don't feel they're wanting to abuse. Have the government social workers to visit more and talk to the children, allow them to explore. Explore their worldviews and hear their words. This will minimize a multiple of moves. You will save on board payments and tender contracts. Don't turn this away and see it as tax. You may say it will cost to buy the homes back. Hold this paper, now give me a tack. When you sold all of those homes many years ago, they were sold for money, I sure do know. Retrieve those funds and create a new pathway. Keep it within with a better systems way. There are hundreds of people just like me. Conduct a research. I'll show you, you'll see. Use our knowledge to create a system within. Don't read this poem and remain stubborn. The second way to better the system is for people like me to create a rhythm. This rhythm I speak of is very clear. I'll show you how and apply it where. People like me, we know how to see if something's not right in a foster home site. We will audit the trusts by stepping within. We know the signpost, we've lived the system. This will help to justify the wealth a government spends in multiple of tens. Create the framework, let it take off. Minimize the moves, it's not a cool groove.